Hey, everybody. Thanks for everyone being here. We got, look at, we got 12 people watching. So what's that? 8 people watching because there's 4 of us on the panel. So whole 8 people loading up here. Hello to everybody on the panel. Blue, thanks for joining us again. Glad that we left the cookie crumbs so that you'd find your way back.
Yeah.
Andrew, nice to see you again. Yeah. Yeah, I'm over there buzzing down, pouring down some Coors Light. I got a question for you with the Coors Light. So that can't be the taste of the Rocky Mountains because you're not drinking the Rocky Mountains.
What do you mean? They say that the water's better up there. It's basically water.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, it says when the mountains turn blue, it's as cold as the Rockies.
Yeah.
It is kind of neat.
Does it say on the can where it's bottled?
Manchester.
I know, right?
London's best water.
London's best water.
Uranus. It says drink responsibly. Please drink responsibly on the back, and then it's got a picture of a pregnant woman with a
with a beer,
with a no through it.
Yeah, because they know they know what these crazy pregnant women are like without drinking. Problems.
Yeah, especially over there. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, if they got a drinking problem, they're not reading the can. I'll guarantee you that.
I haven't drank a beer in years. I don't think it's been a long time since I've had a beer.
Wow.
Just wine.
Well, you just wait till I get there.
I haven't drank since I was with you, actually, hon.
Wow.
Yeah, that was a bad influence.
Yeah, he bought like 12 bottles of red wine. He's trying to figure out which is my favorite.
Oh.
And actually, I found one. I found a delicious. It's called Jammy Red Rue. It's Yellowtail. They don't have it in Canada, of course.
Mm-mm.
Oh no.
They have every other Yellowtail you can think of, except for that one bottle of wine I like.
Yeah, it's good stuff. So, all right, Aubyn, thank you for joining us today. Hope you're doing well.
Yeah.
I'd like to thank Aubyn for his work here. So, for any of you guys, the PDF file is posted in the link below. So you might want to. You can pull it up on your computer. I posted it on my server so you could download the PDF. Just makes it a little bit easier because you can see it. Make it a little bit easier because it was 40 movies. So I'll run over real quick. We got Pepsi Cola Boy. Thanks for joining us. Roger's over in the side chat. Blammo, nice to see you. I hadn't seen you in a while. The Beach, Sohail, Asif, Eddie. Thank you guys for joining. So we got some of our regulars joining us. So we're going to run through this, and we're going to try to do this as best as we can to alleviate and make it so that we're not filming this still tomorrow.
Yeah, I was thinking about that.
So one of the first categories we had was person. In this category is what movie did that person? What was the best movie that person picked? Right, Aubyn?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I just want to make sure I was saying it correctly. So I'm gonna start up here at the top, and I'll go first, and then
why don't you just say Andrew, because he's first on here, and we'll all go through which Andrews we thought was best.
Okay, so which one? So we'll start with Andrew. Andrew, I guess he'll start first, and then anybody in the side chat, you post in there the movie that you thought was best that Andrew had picked.
Maybe you want to list them real fast for people that don't have the list.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like 6 or 7 movies.
A Quiet Place, District 9, Frailty, Life, Palmer, and The Highwaymen were the picks that primo picks. So much he's improved. We're so proud of him where he's grown to. We're very proud. So of those movies, Andrew, we'll start with you, Andrew. Of those movies that you picked, which one was your favorite out of all of those?
Oh, well, so many good choices. God, so many good movies. I think I probably would say Palmer because I had never seen it before, and I went out on a limb because it's Justin Timberlake, and it turned out the story was really really good. So yeah, definitely Palmer.
Okay.
That's Roger
There's
said Palmer as well.
so many good picks. It's a really tough decision, but Palmer.
It's hard to pick from. It's like which is your favorite?
Oh
Which
my
which
God.
is your favorite child? It's hard to pick. I can't pick my
Oh, yeah.
favorite.
Can I
They're
go?
all
Can
my
I go
favorite.
next?
Yep, you're next.
Okay. Well, I'm with DeBeach and Patty, and I'm going with A Quiet Place. Was my favorite out of those.
Okay.
It was also good.
Yes, it was. They were all good, Andrew. They were all good. It was very hard to decide.
I do agree. I also agree that they were really hard to choose from because they were just so good.
He's not used to being in this category, huh?
Yeah, I know,
See,
right?
before he had like one. He'd be like, that was the best one.
This was a great idea of Aubyn's that you have to choose one no matter what. Like, which is the best out of all this shit?
Yeah,
No, he did pick a lot of good ones.
yeah, he did.
Okay, Aubyn, give her.
I was gonna go for Palmer because I really did like that movie also, but I went for The Highwaymen. I because of that movie, I ended up watching like 3 other Bonnie and Clyde movies. So I thank you for that.
That was a close second for me.
Yeah.
Definitely a good one, Highwaymen.
Yeah.
Woody Harrelson's great actor.
Yeah.
For me, I'm going with Palmer. I Justin Timberlake. I love Justin Timberlake's acting. I just enjoy it. So I went with Palmer. If I had to go with a close second, would have been A Quiet Place due to that thriller, not a horror movie, but suspenseful. And actually, one of the people I work with actually watched The Quiet Place on her own, and she says that movie was really good. And I said, yeah, because she doesn't like horror movies, and she says it wasn't a horror movie. I'm like, no, it's not. It's a thriller. And she goes, is there a number 2 coming? I'm like, yeah. So she's way behind on movies, but definitely some good picks. And I didn't pick Frailty, and even though it had Matthew McConaughey in it, I stick with it. So all right, now it's looking. So that was the Guy on the Couch. I've never heard of any of those except for The Highwaymen. So well, you need to take the Guy on the Couch. You need to check out some of his list because there's a lot of good movies in there. It definitely Palmer surprised me, I guess, because I really was.
Yeah.
I had seen it listed on movies to pick from, and a lot of times I was skipping. I was like, ugh, it just looked like it wasn't going to be good.
Why? Because it wasn't a top movie?
No, it just didn't feel. It's just something about it. Just when I saw the poster, I was just like, nah. But definitely glad I watched it. Okay, so let's get on to Aubyn. So we got Aubyn. So this would be which movie was best that Aubyn had picked, and
Read them off.
Yep. And so Aubyn's picks was 20 Feet from Stardom, Dark Waters, Fresh, In America, The Commitments, The Last Full Measure, and Welcome to Marwen. Okay, Aubyn, we'll let you go first on which one of those did you think was your favorite?
It was hard for me because
your own movies is definitely hard to pick the favorite. I found the same thing when I was trying to go through mine. I'm like, damn it.
Yeah, it was hard, but I think I had to go with The Commitments because that movie and me is just like it's like my life, Me and Try a Little Tenderness. That's enough said. You know what I mean? But it was The Commitments for me.
Can I go second?
Well, yeah, you can go. I was trying to keep them in an order.
Because my pick is The Commitments as well. I love that movie. It was a fantastic movie. Thank you for that.
Okay. Thank you.
Also for the guys that didn't pay, that didn't know about the list is in the show notes below. But I also just post the URL. You can get it from my server, and you can so you can have it as a separate window, so you're able to see. And we're just on column 1. We're on the first one. So Andrew, you want to pick which one did you like of Aubyn's movies for this season?
I'm going to say the last movie he picked there, Welcome to Marwen. It was a toss-up between that one and The Last Full Measure. The other ones were good, but I think it was just like, for me, these two were more my type of thing.
Yeah. For me, I'm going to go with Roger's. Roger and DeBeach both said it, and Patty. I'm going with Dark Waters. Dark Waters, a great movie to me. True story and disturbing. If you've not watched Dark Waters, you need to see it. It is very disturbing to know that this is
Teflon.
This is real. This shit is real. So to me, that was it. And 20 Feet from Stardom was close. That was a good movie too. So let's go to going down my list. We have Blue. So Blue's picks, and on her picks for this season was Jaws, My Cousin Vinny, Searching for Bobby Fischer, The 13th Warrior, Blues Brothers, and The Color Purple. Those were her picks. Blue, since it was your movies, which one of those was your favorite?
My favorite's The Color Purple.
Color Purple, yeah, good movie. All right, I'll go second. And Color Purple was, for me, was my favorite of those picks. Great movie, and it just so well done all the way around. So, Aubyn.
Is The Color Purple. Blue. we're on the same wavelength.
Yep.
That was just, it's the best, really.
Yeah. Andrew.
That's hard. There's quite a few good. There's quite a lot of classics in there, isn't it? So it's quite hard.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna go for the one that has never had another movie like it that's been any good anyway. And I'm gonna go for Jaws because I just love that movie.
That was a hard one for me too.
There's never been
any other shark movie.
There's never been a shark movie that's been anywhere near as good as Jaws.
No, it's true.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna go to DeBeach, which DeBeach had two movies.
Sorry.
Oh, all right. And I posted as people, some of the people on the side, I posted that up there. So DeBeach had two this season, which was bad.
Todd, did you do which one you picked?
I'm going down the list.
No, we're going down the list.
I'm going down the list.
No, but I mean for my movies.
Yeah, that we did all yours.
You did your.
No, you didn't. You didn't say what one you like.
I said The Color Purple.
He said The Color Purple.
I was second.
I didn't hear him.
Yeah, I was second. I was before Aubyn because I'm trying to stay in order. So yeah, I went with The Color Purple because it was just classic, awesome movie. So DeBeach had Bad Words and The Brothers Grimsby. For me, Bad Words was better. Was great with that. Brothers Grimsby was funny, but Bad Words to me was just awesome. Aubyn, what's your thoughts on that?
Bad Words. I'm still laughing. What's really bad is like I almost called this kid Slumdog Millionaire. You know what I mean? So
yeah, that's it was a good one.
Yeah.
They're going to be counting tears, not sheep tonight. So Andrew, what was your favorite movie for DeBeach this season?
Definitely Bad Words, because Brothers Grimsby just had too much like cringy humor in it. For me, anyway.
Too much elephant spunk.
Too much elephant penis.
And I'm going with Bad Words as well.
Yeah, and DeBeach is going with, but I guess DeBeach is going with the Brothers Grimsby. And I'm sorry that the Brothers Grimsby was funny, and I had never seen it, so that is definitely one to watch if you've not seen it. So we're gonna go to Eddie's picks. Eddie had Bullet, Ray, The Family Way. Yeah, he had three: Bullet, Ray, and The Family Way. All right. Any of you guys want to be first on which one for Eddie?
I'll go first. I went with Ray.
Mm-hmm.
Ray is a classic movie. As much as I like The Family Way, believe it or not, but I said for my best, it's going to have to be Ray.
Okay. Andrew?
Yeah, I agree. Ray for me, definitely.
I'm Ray.
Okay. And I'm good. I'll agree with that. Ray was Ray.
Across the board.
Ray was yeah. And I think that was a great movie. It had so much that it actually made a couple columns for me because that movie was really good. So. Cam only had one movie because she was early in the season, which was Glass Castle, which is a movie. If you've not seen it, it's a movie you need to see. Glass Castle, I think, did really well on the panel, and none of us had seen it, and she suggested it. Great movie, Glass Castle. You need to watch that. So
that kind of kicked off the precedent for the rest of the series because that was like that was in the first episode of this series.
Yeah.
And it was great movie. Woody Harrelson again. Another great movie, another great story.
Yeah.
It's a shame she never got a chance to pick another one because I was looking forward to seeing what else she came out with.
Yeah.
All her stuff was
good. It's our choice. We're looking for you, Cam. We miss you.
Yeah. So really.
Okay, we're gonna skip the panel picks, eh? Because
the panel picks was so then Penn.
We messed up bad.
Yeah. Penn had two of them.
Start with Andrew this time.
Inside Man and Man on Fire were the two movies that Penn had picked. Andrew?
Man on Fire. I think Inside Man, at times for me, just like a couple of times I had tried to watch it before this, and then I kind of get like halfway through it, and the story just drops off a little bit. So Man on Fire was definitely the better of the two.
Yeah, it was Man on Fire for me too. I love that movie. I've watched it probably 10 times. I'd watch it again tomorrow.
Yeah, good movie, and I'll agree with that. Man on Fire for me was real good, real good man. Aubyn,
and the same for me. Man on Fire.
So Man on Fire, and I see Patty. Patty's got the same agree. Seif. So yeah, and then what? The Beach has got to go. The Beach goes. He could go. He likes the Inside Man, which
He just likes being the opposite of everybody.
Yeah, he just likes it. He likes to stir it up. Okay, so then we have
Roger. Wait, I'm just trying to get all the other.
Okay. Rogers were tough.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah.
So Roger had his movies for this season was Hancock, Harry Potter and the Deathly Weapons, and The Jerk. So those were his three movies. So out of Roger's picks for this season, what was your favorite? Blue?
I'm going to go with Hancock.
Okay. All right. Yep. And I'll say Hancock also. Of those three, Hancock was probably my favorite.
It wasn't as good as his original, The Package. That was my favorite Roger.
Oh, season one.
For
season one. And Roger's got to go with his favorite because he said that The Jerk was his favorite. So yeah, so George got the Jerk.
What about Andrew? Andrew? What?
Yep.
You said which one did you want, Andrew?
Well, I didn't like. I wasn't overly fond of The Jerk.
No,
but I would have went. I would have went with a Harry Potter one, but because it had the stupid CGI in it, I'm gonna go for Hancock because it was better than The Jerk. So Hancock.
Okay. I'm going for The Jerk.
Okay.
That's always been one of my most favorite movies in the world. I love that.
You were born a poor black child?
Poor black man. Poor black girl. Okay, I'm just trying to look at what we got out there. We got a Jerk.
Yep. You got three Jerks.
Uh-huh.
3 Jerks and a Harry Potter.
Uh-huh.
And 1 Hancock.
I disagree, George. I disagree
as well, George. Any adult who watches Harry Potter or reads the books needs to seek help. I've seen Harry Potter probably 20 times, all 8 of them, and read the books.
They're not me.
Yeah, not me neither. I've tried and I just can't do it.
For me, I think it's that Star Wars kind of ruined me a little bit back in the day. Like, I mean, you had the Force. I tried to move things with my, concentrating on it. And that kind of turned me on to magic-y stuff. So you're going
to tell me you have a magic wand that you...
no, but I mean, I love anything to do with, like, wizards and witches, and I like all that stuff.
We can't talk about that right now. I don't want to talk about that wand that she gets to wave around. She's waving around.
She got you.
She's like, "Oh, come here," and I'm like, So we're gonna go to Sharon. We're gonna go to Sharon's picks. So Sharon had Loose, The Hate You Give, and The Little Things. Those were her 3 movies. So of those 3 movies, what was your favorite? Well, Andrew, do you want to? Which one of those 3 were your favorite?
100% The Hate You Give is the best out of those 3. Definitely Hate You Give.
Okay. Blue?
I don't think I saw either Loose or The Hate You Give, and I didn't like The Little Things. So, Sharon, I'm going to go with the other 2.
Okay.
I don't know. I heard The Hate You Give was the one where they killed the dog, right? That I wouldn't have liked.
No,
that was fresh.
That was fresh.
Oh,
fresh.
Okay. So The Hate
You Give. The Hate You Give is where that girl was in school.
Oh, wait. Love that movie. Yeah, the black girl there.
Yeah.
She was awesome. Yeah, okay. White school.
Yeah, and
that
right,
movie was
Aubyn?
great. I forgot if that's what that was. Yeah, that one was good. That's for me.
Todd, what are you going with?
I'm going to go with Loose. I really liked Loose. I didn't expect. I had never heard of that, and I watched Loose, and I liked it. I liked it. It had a little twist on it at the end, where his mom, and then you kind of left you guessing. Was he playing them or were they playing him? It left you guessing at the end, and I really liked that little twist that it kind of gave. So I liked, as much as Hate You Give had a good, I think someone said a good message. DeBeach says it, but a powerful message. Loose, to me, I liked it. It had a little twist, and I had never heard of it, so I always liked that.
I was a Hate You Give.
Okay.
And I'm just trying to see what else we got out there.
Yeah, you got 3 Hates You Give.
Yeah, and Thief is on the fence.
Okay.
Okay, and so next up is, Todd's list of Academy Award-winning movies that he picked.
Yeah, as Andrew says, it's hard to pick.
Catalog.
It's hard to pick from your children because these are all classic movies and they are all great. So
Okay, did we all go for Sharon? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so Todd's movies are Cool Hand Luke, Dallas Buyers Club, Dogma, The Wrestler, White Boy Rick, and Wonder Woman 1984.
I'm still not claiming that one. I just wanted
that should have been a
should have been a panel pick, but I accepted it.
No, you put it out there. You put it out there.
I did. That's all right. That's okay. Hey, I have so much top heavy weight.
Listen,
that one bad choice is fine. Okay.
Roger, Aubyn, Roger's going with Dogma. George, fried green tomatoes, fantastic. Beach is Dallas Buyers Club. Asif is The Wrestler. Eddie G is White Boy Rick.
Wow, spreading them out.
Okay, Todd, you go first.
I'm going to go with Dallas Buyers Club. I thought that the acting, the storyline, Matthew McConaughey losing the weight he had to lose, and who is it? Leto? No,
Jared Leto.
Jared Leto losing the weight he did. Oh, I mean, to me, that was amazing what went into that. So that
the worst, though, I don't know if you ever.
Even though Cool Hand Luke is my favorite movie.
Do you ever see The Machinist with Christian Bale?
Yeah,
that was easily the worst, most disgusting weight loss ever.
Yeah.
It was worse than those two.
Yeah.
You could see all the bones in his spine and.
Yeah.
Okay. So what else? What else? I know it's gonna be a tough one.
Oh my God, Tan, are you actually going with 1984? Wonder Woman. All right.
Okay.
All right. Blue, what was your pick on of all those?
I was actually Dallas Buyers Club was my favorite out of those.
Okay. Andrew?
Yeah, Dallas Buyers Club. I hadn't seen it until you picked it, so.
I was
slowly pulling you into the Matthew McConaughey club.
Yeah.
Aubyn.
Pick for all Academy Award wins it hard, but
I was Dallas Buyers Club also.
Dallas Buyers Club, and I mean, it's great movies. Thank you, George. Yeah, Cool Hand Luke is one of my favorites.
It is a great movie.
But
Did he vote for that?
Tan says yes. I'm picking Wonder Woman because it's the only one that I remember watching.
Oh man!
Oh God, poor guy.
Okay, so we're gonna move on to the next category.
Okay,
Now we're
so
gonna,
here, okay,
Mhm.
I got a plan for the next ones because we're half an hour in already.
well,
So
the other
is
ones
it
will be a little quicker.
okay? But so in other words, though, are we going to just pick? You can only pick one per category.
Yeah, might as
But can you
well.
give a quick honorable mention if there's something else in the category as well?
I figured there'll be a lot of honorable mentions.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think it's I
But you
think
got to
two.
go with one. You've got
You
to
gotta
pick
go with
one for
one.
voting.
Yeah,
Okay.
everyone has to vote for just one.
Okay.
Okay.
So
And we'll
So-
start with the. You
Music.
want to do the
Musical.
best musical?
yeah, we're on
Best
the
music,
number
that's
4 on the chart.
Category
there, guys.
4. Yeah, so category 4, which is the green one. So I'll start. I'll do the first one for me. For musical was 20 Feet from Stardom. That
Okay.
was by far. Ray would have been close, but 20 Feet from Stardom was awesome.
Hold on, I need to. I have to figure a way here to calculate those here.
Put little slashes like
I
dash
did, but
dash. Oh,
you know what? I could do it on this one here. And now, okay, 20 feet from stardom for you. Okay, 1, 4. Okay.
okay. So Aubyn, best musical.
Wow, it was hard for me because like I said, my favorite movie there was The Commitments. But I do love the Blues Brothers and Ray. But I'm gonna go with The Commitments.
Okay.
Yeah, I have to go with The Commitments.
Gotta go with it. Andrew,
Hold
music.
on. Hold on, just give me a second here to
All right.
find it. Go ahead. You guys could.
I'm gonna go Blues Brothers with a real close second.
Okay. All right.
Hold on. I'm trying to. I have it. I have to do this on the computer because it's sort of different here for me on this sheet.
Yeah, just 1, change it to 2, change it to 3, that kind of thing.
Yeah. Just give me a minute.
I'm with you guys too. I had a hard time between Blues Brothers because it's mine and I love the music in it and the Commitments, but I'm going with the Commitments.
Okay, so hold on.
Okay.
So we've got 1, 2, 3 Commitments, and Todd, you're 20 feet from stardom.
Roger did.
One.
Roger did that. Roger gave it, so we have 2 for 20 feet.
2 for 20 feet.
Yeah.
And what we 3 for
3
for Commitments.
3 from the people over here on the side.
Us 3, and then we've got Eddie was the Commitments. Okay, here, I want me to go through right now.
Yeah, if you could, because it's hard for me
so
to.
for people on the side,
Uh-huh.
we've got best musical. 20 feet from stardom was from Roger. The Commitments from Eddie. Commitments from George. Commitments for the beach. I think Tan meant Commitments. Asif went Blues Brothers. Patty went Ray. And that's it so far.
Yeah. Hey George, you got to pick a movie that we watched this season. Yeah, I know he's just messing, but it's
Ray. Okay.
all right. So
Aubyn, do you need me to help or are you good?
No, I got it now.
Awesome.
okay. So the next category we got is the funniest movie. So it's the funniest movie that we saw. And Andrew, you want to go first on the funniest? That was category 5 for any of you guys that are following on the sheets.
Can you come back to us because I'm not sure.
Sure,
All right,
because
come
I can
back.
go.
All right, Blue.
My
Blue?
favorite, funniest one that I saw was My Cousin Vinny for me.
All right.
That movie. People on the side.
Yeah. Let's see. I'll go with Bad Words. I'm sorry. I laughed out loud numerous times on Bad Words. I couldn't help it. I mean, there's just so many things in there that I was giggling and laughing each part.
Eddie is My Cousin Vinny.
Okay. Aubyn, funniest movie for you?
Yeah, one second.
Okay.
My Cousin Vinny. Mine was Where was it? Bad words.
Okay.
Yeah.
Asif is
No,
My Cousin Vinny as well.
Yeah. Wait, hold on. You said another My Cousin Vinny?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, so hold on.
And we got a Hancock.
1 second. 3. Hancock.
I'm gonna go with one of my picks. I'm gonna go with Life because I like Eddie Murphy as an old guy.
Life.
Okay, so then we got 1, 2, 3. So Aubyn, there's going to be another 3 bad words on top of what you have so
3
far.
bad words. Okay.
Oh, 4 bad words.
4. Make 6. Okay.
All right. So we got that going. All right. Let's see. So that's huh?
What, are we up to tearjerkers now?
Yeah, we're up to tearjerkers, and these are movies that made you want to cry, kind of choked you up, got you a little, because maybe the pollen was bad in the room when it was happening. So that is category 6. So what is the tearjerker? Blue, you want to go first?
For me, it was The Color Purple. That one always tears me up like crazy.
Okay. For me, Palmer. There was parts in Palmer that really just kind of choked me up, if I remember right. Because some of those movies really do kind of choke. I think Palmer made me kind of choke up. Aubyn, tearjerkers?
I'd say In America.
Oh, that was my
Yeah, that was number 2. Yeah, that was my number
close
2.
second.
That's my,
Oh, Roger's going with Dallas Buyers Club. Sorry, go ahead, Andrew.
Palmer for me.
Okay, Dallas Buyers Club. Palmer.
All right. Eddie is a Palmer as well.
Okay.
We'll wait till everybody else weighs in here.
Yeah, give me a second. To Beach, Wonder Woman.
He votes for Palmer, though. Another Palmer.
Okay, another Palmer.
From the Beach. Same with Asif. A lot of Palmers.
Okay, so all right, the next category. So, brothers Grinsby, a tearjerker. Dalton, was that a tearjerker? Did it have some tear jerking in there?
You're jerking something, but
It had
Jerking
jerking
thing.
going on.
Definitely had some jerking in it.
Palmer. Oh my God, Spider-Man.
Palmer, you said?
Another Palmer, yeah. Oh, The Hate You Give. Dalton. Yeah, that was a tearjerker too.
Yeah. All right. So the next category, we're just trying to move through some of these categories.
Yeah.
Number 7, which was recommended. Now, Aubyn would. What was your thought on recommended? What would you best describe this as?
Okay. I guess like the best movie you would recommend to somebody to watch. If someone say, "Oh, well, have you watched anything lately?" or
Yeah,
"Can you give me a good movie to watch."
Mm-hmm. Okay. Andrew, do you want to go first or somebody else?
I do not want to go first, no, because I'm trying to look for the list.
Okay. I've got one.
Okay.
It was a toss up for me between Palmer and the Welcome to Marwin, and I'm gonna have to go with Welcome to Marwin, not because it's mine, but it's because it's.
You don't have to defend yourself.
Okay.
It's all good.
All right.
I've been picking mine like crazy.
Okay.
All right,
I'm
Andrew?
a Welcome to Marwin.
I would pick one of mine, but I'm going to go with Cam's the Glass Castle.
Okay, hold on.
It's a good movie.
Second here. Welcome to Marwin.
Roger's going with Bad Words.
Okay, hold on. Glass Castle. The Glass Castle. And what was it after Glass
Bad
Castle?
Words.
Bad Words? Okay, hold on.
And then there's also another Welcome to Marwin.
Okay.
10.
And let me know when you're ready.
Okay, I'm ready.
The Hate You Give.
Give.
Dark Waters.
Okay.
So for me, I had a three-way toss-up between A Quiet Place, Man on Fire, and Dallas Buyers Club. But out of all of those, I'm going with A Quiet Place just because it's so unexpected. Just the the silence of it and scared the shit out of me, but in a really good way. I love it. Yes, Andrew.
For me, I'm gonna go with Dark Water because I didn't know about it and I was shocked. And it's one of those movies I'm like, you need to see this because this shit's real. You need to see this.
Can I find A Quiet Place? A Quiet Place, not The Quiet Place.
Yeah.
It's at the top.
So,
and another bad words.
Okay, hold on, wait. So before that, you said there was a Quiet Place, and then what did Judas pick, Todd? What?
I picked Dark Water.
Dark Water. Okay, hold on.
Yeah, and then bad words. Bye, Asif. Thank you.
Yeah, get some sleep. So the next category is best real story, and that means based on a true story. This was the best movie that was based on a true story. Blue, would you like to go first on that one?
Oh crap! Well, okay, so four-way tie on this one for me. I had The Highwayman, Last Full Measure, Searching for Bobby Fischer, and Dallas Buyers Club. And I think I'm going to go for Last Full Measure. I think
that should have been my tearjerker because that movie made you cry too. I forgot
that's the ending of that thing there.
Oh yeah, you're
standing.
Like,
oh
yeah.
My lordy.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That was a different category. But I'm sorry. So you're going with Last Full Measure.
We're on 8 now, right?
Yeah, yeah. 8 best real story.
Jaws classed as a true story.
Is what?
Could you class Jaws as a true Jaws? It's a true story.
Jaws.
It could have happened.
Oh, you could ask some people in North Carolina. They got bit a couple years ago. I'm going to go with, for me, Dallas Buyers Club. Great, true story. I just thought it was just a great, deep story. So, but Dallas Buyers Club for true story for me.
Roger is going with Dark Waters.
Okay. Okay. And
Aubyn?
Blue. Oh, did you pick yours, Blue?
I went already.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna be true story here. What does I have here? I'm gonna go with Dark Waters.
Okay. True story. And so the category we're talking about, folks, so anybody that's jumped in, this is the movies that we've covered this season, the best based on a true story.
Okay, so then there's Ray, got a vote from Eddie.
Okay.
And DeBeach went with Dark Waters as well.
Yep.
Andrew, did you
I'm
go? You
going to
went
go for
already?
The Highwayman.
Okay.
The Highwayman.
That was in
I said Jaws.
Jackass.
But who did you say just before? Someone had something after Ray.
Oh, The Highwayman.
Dark Waters and The Highwayman.
Another Dark Waters and another Ray. So we got.
Okay, hold on. And another Ray, you said?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then The Highwayman.
Highwayman, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Just one Highwayman.
It's Highwayman.
That was in my.
Two of them.
There was only one vote for it, though. All right, so let's see. So the next category we're going to do, and then we're on, if you've got the sheet that we've got for this season. So this would be worst real story. So it's based on a true story. The worst movie that we did this season, based on a true story. Who would like to be first on this one?
I could go first so I could get it out of the way.
Okay.
And, I hate to do this to you, Todd, but White Boy Rick,
yeah, that was.
That was for me.
Yeah, that's cool.
Roger went with White Boy Rick too.
Oh no! Hey, Sharon. That's okay.
I'm going to go with White Boy Rick as well.
No, they're piling on. They're piling on. Miss Blue.
I didn't. I can't. I liked all the true stories, but I didn't see White Boy Rick, so I can't vote against it, unfortunately.
Oh, unfortunately.
So I'm going to go with Coming to America.
Oh God.
I don't get a vote on this one because I liked all the other ones.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna go with The Commitments for worst real story.
It wasn't
Commitment was okay
true
for me.
story.
It was it?
No,
It wasn't a true story?
no. See how good they were?
Yeah. Well, it was pretty bad though.
You know,
Oh,
you know the
everyone
choice you have
sees
to
that,
make,
right?
Todd.
He's trying to get back at me.
All right. So I'm gonna go. Well,
Sorry, Patty went White Boy Rick as well.
You know what you need to do, Todd.
What's
Come
that?
on. You know.
Come
I'll
on,
go with I'll go with White Boy Rick, but I picked that because people hadn't seen that, and it really wasn't that bad. It wasn't.
No, it wasn't that bad. It just
got
wasn't
good
that true
votes.
to me.
It got good votes.
Yeah.
But I mean, really, to be honest, when you look through the based on real stories, there's not a lot of fluff on the real
Yeah.
stories.
No, they were all good.
That just happens to
They
be the
were all
worst.
good.
The worst of the best. So I'll take it. All right, so we got that. So the next category is category 10, which is movies that held up, which means this is an older movie that you maybe remembered way back when, kind of like The Faculty. You remember when you first saw that, you thought it was a great movie, and and then you watched it recently and it didn't hold up so well. So that's what we're going to go to that category. See, I got to do something because I just felt like I just got dogpiled on right there. That hurt. So it's category 10. So let's see, movies that held up well. All right. So who would like to be first?
I will, sure.
Okay.
Andrew, you go ahead.
Oh, I was toss up between Dogma and District 9, but I think I'm going to go with Dogma. The Hands for forever, and still was good.
Yeah.
And we have we have a Jaws and a Color Purple and a Cool Hand Luke.
Wait, slow down. Jaws.
Color Purple. And Sharon, you got to pick one.
And what was that after Color Purple?
He took it back. So
disregard. Cool Hand Luke.
Sharon went with The Jerk and Color Purple. I don't know. She got to pick one.
Oh, okay.
Patty went with Dogma. Eddie went with District 9. Yeah, George had said Cool Hand Luke. Pulled it and he put it back in again.
Yeah, I think because he had just misspelled it. He fixed it.
A Cool Hand Luke and a Dogma, you said?
There was one Dogma so far, I think.
No, that's two.
Sharon's going.
Patty wants to change Dogma to The Color Purple.
Okay.
Okay.
Sharon's going The Color Purple.
Yeah.
Who's next?
I have to pick the one that I've picked. I'm going to go with Cool Hand Luke, but Color Purple was this close. But I just felt like Cool Hand Luke was a little older, so I gave it. And plus I needed some votes. So we're going to go to the next
one. I didn't go yet.
Yeah, I'm
sorry. Oh, well, you guys can.
Sorry, and there's another.
No.
Aubyn, there's a Jaws.
Okay, hold on.
You can only pick movies that we've seen.
Yeah.
Huh?
Daldum is going Palmer.
As a movie that held up.
No, you can't pick Palmer because it's
that's a new one.
That's
a
new one.
Movies that held up.
Find that out, Andrew.
An older movie that still. It's got to be at least, I would say, 10 or 15 years. I would think. I mean, it's got to be a bunch of years.
Aubyn, what's yours?
Blues Brothers.
Oh, cool. I'll be a minute. Okay, I had The Commitments and My Cousin Vinny in there, but I'm actually going to go with Man on Fire because I really, that's pretty old, and I enjoyed it a
Only
lot.
2004.
But I mean, that's friggin'
Yeah.
15 years ago now.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not as young as Andrew.
Nobody is.
All right.
No.
So did everyone pick for this one?
Yeah.
Before I go to the next category. So the next category is movies that did not hold up well. So things that you remember watching things that you watched in the past and you're like, that was an awesome movie. And then you watched it now, you're like, I don't know why I thought was so great. So movies that did not hold up well. So Aubyn, you want to go ahead and go first?
Okay. It was a choice of two for me, and I'm trying to remember which one. What was Frailty about again? Was that the
killer there? They thought God was talking to them, and they were killing people.
Yeah, I didn't like that one, and I also really didn't like Cool Hand Luke, because you guys know how I felt about that one. I'll go with Frailty. I'm gonna go Frailty.
Roger's going with 13th Warrior.
Okay, hold on 1 second. One person to get Frailty, and then
a Hancock. Eddie gave Hancock.
No, he pulled it out. He took away message retracted.
No, he took it out. Okay, no Hancock. Okay. Anyone else?
All right.
Oh, the Beach is going with Bullet.
Yeah.
And Eddie's going with Hancock. Oh, Jesus. See, this is a toss-up for me. Go ahead, Andrew.
I'm going to go, well, there's a lot of older ones that I had not seen before, so out of the ones I had, I'm going to go with Inside Man.
Okay. And we have a Hancock and a Jerk. And the sad thing about this is a tie for me between Bullet and the Jerk. But I'm going to go with Bullet, I think.
And make that 2, because to me, Bullet, it was that movie felt like it was long. It's one of those long movies.
Got a Hancock.
Still had a great car chase scene.
Yeah.
So, and you got 13th Warrior,
13th Warrior.
Hancock, or 2 Hancocks.
2 Hancocks?
And a 13th Warrior.
Damn, we know that White Boy Rick and Hancock ain't going to be the number one movie, the best movie we've seen. Both of those been just hammered. All right, so is that everybody?
I think so.
All right. And then you, Aubyn did one for Decade, and I didn't, because it's hard to sort that.
Right. I could tell you them by the decades if you want, and if you want to do that, or
like the decade the movie took place in.
Yeah, the
like
year
it
came out. Yeah.
Oh, the year it came out, not if it's a 19 movie that was made in 70s about the 30s.
No.
It'd be like that'd be in the 70s, right?
Right, like the 60s we had The Family Way, Cool Hand Luke, and Bullet.
Okay. So I mean, so if we do that, I'll go with Cool Hand Luke for if we want to do this.
Are you picking a decade? Essentially,
that's the decade. No. You pick one from each decade. You know what I mean? We could do each decade if you want. It's up to you guys. I don't know.
I'm gonna second Todd and go Cool Hand Luke for that one.
Okay, so with 2 Cool Hand Lukes. Hold on.
Yeah, 3.
Hold on. I gotta shrink this down.
So that's 60s.
Okay, hold on. Wait.
Oh,
so 3 Cool Hand Lukes. What was I?
Oh, that's 70s.
Oh, I can't tell.
Yeah,
because it's Family Way on that.
So if you guys are looking, you can see he's got the year. You can kind of,
Yeah.
you know, if you're looking ahead.
But for the 60s, it's just
it's just three of
Family
those.
Way, Cool Hand Luke, and Bullet.
Mhm.
So everyone put your choice out there for those.
I think we're all cool and Luke, I think.
How many?
Oh wait, Roger took away his 13th Warrior and wanted to change it to disliking Bullet for the last vote. At 113.
So he wants a Bullet. Wait, so he wants a Bullet, and he had a what? What was the other one? He had
13th Warrior.
Okay, so that's.
I don't know. Aubyn's going to say once your ballot's been cast.
I know, right?
You know what? Maybe we should do this one in the Telegram group, just because then you can have just the 60s movies, just the 70s movies. Maybe that would be easier than trying to, because there's a lot
jumping
of
around. You're jumping around.
Yeah.
So
I can
because
tell
we
you
still
right now from looking at this that I think my favorite actual decade was the 80s.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good shit in the 80s.
Yeah.
Blues Brothers, Color Purple for me.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right. So why don't we hold off on this?
I gotta just grab dinner real fast. I'll be right back.
Because all right, we'll give you a second while you're grabbing dinner, because we'll have two categories left, which is just like the Oscars. We're saving the best for last. So we have the best movie and the worst movie of ours, and we're already kind of you may have already started to feel out some of these votes, because we've had a lot of people that really liked White Boy Rick. It's gotten a lot of love. They don't like to. I think people are prejudiced against Detroit. Maybe that's what it is. People didn't like Detroit. I mean, so it definitely some. So yeah, people throwing in some ideas for their decades over here on the side, because Roger's dogma for the 90s. So he likes 70s, likes Jaws.
70s definitely Jaws.
So
there's only one movie in the 70s. And I know we're just talking because she went
okay, because
there's two. There was a jerk.
Oh well, yeah.
The jerk was 79. Yeah,
it's definitely Jaws then.
Oh, you're back.
Yeah, it definitely is Jaws.
Okay, so if you're back, we'll go ahead and jump to this is on category 2 for your sheet. Again, this is for our recap of season 2 of Play.
Or do you want to do the 3 first, do the worst, and then the best picture, or do you want to do?
You want to do worst?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll do worst. So this will be on your ballot sheets, and this is the movies that we've talked about this season. So we had 40 movies this season. You can get the PDF. It's in the show notes down below, and we'll also have it on the Telegram group. So this would be the worst movie that we watched this season. And we're going down through the list. And so what was the worst movie that we saw this season?
Want me to go first?
Yeah, who cares? That's good.
I had a 4-way tie. I had Bullet, Coming to America, The Little Things, and Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
And I think I'm going to have to go with Bullet.
Okay. All right.
Todd's basically praying that you didn't pick Wonder Woman.
All right. For me, worst movie, I'll have to go. I'm gonna go with Bullet. Wonder Woman was close.
Yeah.
But the only reason I'm gonna go with Bullet is because I swear to you, when I was watching that, I kept looking at my watch and like, how much more time do I have? How much more time do I have? Wonder Woman at least had a few places where I was like, okay, that's interesting, even though it didn't make any sense, a lot of it. But I'll have to say Bullet would have been the worst for me. Aubyn, worst one for you?
It wasn't Bullet I didn't have down. I had down, I'm trying to look here on my list. Coming to America and Wonder Woman. Mm-hmm. I'm still so disturbed over Wonder Woman, I'm going to have to call it Wonder Woman. I'm so disturbed over that movie. It's like, I feel like, especially right now with the Godzilla Kong. I think that would have been up there on my list too.
I'm looking forward to watching that, actually.
I'm so pissed off.
Yeah, Aubyn's not happy with that one, but we'll
Nope.
talk about that at the end of the movie.
Yeah.
At the end of the show. Andrew, worst movie that we saw this season?
The Little Things was shockingly bad.
That was actually really bad.
All right.
It was in my honorable mentions.
So we've got 2 Bullets, a Wonder Woman, and a Brothers Grimsby.
Oh, okay. You
For dislikes.
the outside? Oh, on the outside chat?
Yeah.
Okay, so wait. So 2 Bullets.
Yeah.
What else?
A Wonder Woman.
And what else?
Brothers Grimsby.
I think Doldrum's behind a little bit.
Yeah. Doldrum's kind of back because we're on worst movie that we had this season.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so Doldrum might have one in 10 or 15 minutes. So we've got to the last part, which is the best movie judged by the panel as well as you. So we look forward to that.
Sorry, everybody went there?
Yeah.
Okay.
You got to pick, right? I didn't leave you out.
No, I'm good now.
Right. So we have the best movie that we watched this season. And I will, Aubyn, do you want to go ahead first? And
okay. I'm looking at my list here, and somebody is going to be very surprised because I didn't pick my own movie because I figured,
I pick one of mine. I know.
No, I picked Andrew. Believe it or not, I picked Palmer. I thought that was, a really good movie for a new movie that came out. Not that it had to be a new movie that came out, but I thought it was an awakening movie, and I picked it.
Yeah.
Thank you, Andrew.
Yeah.
I
think it's a good idea, though. We can also explain. I think you did a good job explaining why did you pick that one, so that's good. Yeah. Andrew, what was your best movie that we had this season 2 of Player Pass?
Well, it's a toss-up, and it's between both of my picks, actually. It's a toss-up between Palmer, because I agree with what Aubyn said, and The Highwaymen. And I think I'm going to go with The Highwaymen because I like the story. I like how it's like the opposite, like it's basically like the reverse version of Bonnie and Clyde. It's all about the people chasing them, and I thought that acting in it was good. So I'm going to go The Highwaymen.
Okay. All right. Miss Blue.
I'm actually going to go with an Andrew pick as well. I'm going with A Quiet Place because I love that movie and I would recommend that movie and I'd watch it again tonight. One of those for me.
Who are you going with, Todd?
And I think Roger's right. There's a lot of good movies in there, but I think for my pick for favorite movie this season, I'm going to go with one of Blue's picks. I'm going to go with The Color Purple.
I do.
Great. The Color Purple is just a great movie. It is Whoopi Goldberg in it. It's just I'm trying to keep,
he doesn't have to. He doesn't have to.
But I just, I would say that Pat, and we could do some the honorable mention. I'm sorry, Dallas Buyers Club would have been close in there for me, just because I just felt like it well-rounded. Plus, it won a lot of awards. Yeah. But for me, Color Purple, it's just a great story, and the characters in that movie, they developed all the characters so well. You cared about everybody in it. Yeah. You cared about every single character, and that's
even Danny Glover at the end there.
Yeah.
What about Wonder Woman 1986? 1984? Did you not care about any of those characters?
I cared about.
I cared about someone there. was Linda Carter when we saw her. You know,
I almost picked Jaws, but almost.
So so we got people over here that did you
Tell
see
me
the
what
ones over here?
everyone is. Tell me what everyone is.
Let's see. So Roger went with Dark Waters. He went Dark Waters for best picture. He did give some honorable mentions, Palmer and Dallas Buyers Club.
Hold on.
You got a Palmer from Eddie.
Slow down. Palmer.
Told him still in the.
This is way back.
What
Told you
else?
to be about 50 minutes. You had another Palmer
Okay.
and another Dark Waters. So you had one each more of those. Sharon is going with The Hate You Give.
Okay.
And then Jim has My Cousin Vinny.
Of all those movies we saw, My Cousin Vinny was the best.
Fantastic movie.
Yeah.
It depends on your personality, right? You know, some people love horror movies and other people hate it and whatever.
Yeah.
Maybe he's a comedy guy. Maybe he's got a thing for Marissa Tomei. Or maybe he's got a thing for Joe Pesci. Who knows?
You never
How's
know.
about Matthew McConaughey, hey.
Hey. Mm-hmm. All right, so yeah, because I haven't picked that one. That was on my list. That was by our
Your Doldrum's caught up.
No, that ain't my dog. That's somebody else's dog. Somebody else's dog knows how to act.
Doldrum's caught up.
Oh, caught up with Palmer. Yeah, Andrew said make sure you get that on his list.
Oh, for what? Palmer. For best?
Yeah.
Okay. Palmer.
So out of all this season 2, I mean, we had a lot of good movies this season. In my opinion, I mean, even if we can knock on a couple movies that weren't good, but the majority of the movies we picked were good movies. Really, and we had a lot of movies that you never heard of. Like I said, there was some in here where people picked this that 20 Feet from Stardom that Aubyn picked. I mean, a complete never heard of that. But one of the things about you making us watch that, I listen to backup singers when I'm hearing things happen. And we saw, what was her name? Patty Love or
Courtney Love? No, not Darlene.
The lady,
Darlene.
Darlene. Because remember, we saw her in something else, hon. There was that Santa Claus movie.
Yeah.
And she was in it. And we were like, hey, we know who she is. And I've
seen her in 2 things since then.
Yeah, we'd have never known if I hadn't watched it. So there's The Hate You Give. That was a really good movie, even though I didn't vote on a lot. It was up there. Glass Castle, In America, another one that you picked. That's Last Full Measure. So if you guys follow this list, and you can look on Tracked, Blue has all these movies on her track list, and you can go through some of those movies, and they are real. There's a lot of movies that you may never heard of, and you watch, you're like, wow, how did I miss this?
It's funny because if you start at the end of it, it's in order from when we first started the show all the way up to now.
Yeah. So we got the beach. There was no movies for you to rag on with Andrew. He has honed his skills, his movie picking skills. He's honed them in. So you can't knock on it.
Well, either that or I've used up all my good picks in the next.
Next season, beware. You know.
Yeah, because Aubyn picked up some of Andrew's traits. He was picking some dogs there for a while.
Did you guys pick movies last week for next week?
No, because we need to. Hold on one second. I'm still putting in from the first set of movies we're putting in.
Would it be the beach again? Oh,
Hold on 1 second. I just gotta finish putting these in. Just
Yeah, he's got.
give me a minute here.
he sucked with the panel picks this time. Now I know when he had 2, but they were shocking.
Yeah. Well, we could have had Godzilla versus King Kong.
No, you don't want to put anyone
So yeah,
through that.
I was looking forward to watching that, and then I've seen all you lot talking about how bad it is. Shan did not pick one movie from. She didn't pick any movies that were above the 1990s.
Really?
Yeah, the closest was the 13th Warrior, which is 1999.
Wow, that's hilarious. Actually, it's because they don't make them like they used to.
No.
George
Mine were
says,
all YouTube
"Dear
comments and
Zachary,
stuff.
a suggestion." Okay, that might be
Dear
one that
Zachary.
some people want to check out.
If you want to let the people outside vote, for once.
Well, I'm just trying to.
Oh, okay.
He just posted over there.
Uh-huh.
Just started putting it out there for people that while we got some time. One of the other thing now. So Aubyn, are you able to look at your chart to be able to ttell us?
Yeah, I can. That's what I'm
Votes?
trying to.
Okay.
calculate
Yeah, we'll give you.
now.
We'll give you some time. So, how was dinner, Blue?
It's good.
Okay, and
Little pasta.
Andrew, you already had your dinner, and I haven't eaten yet, so I'm probably eating leftovers.
It's 11 p.m. here. I've had my dinner quite a while ago.
Did your clocks change yet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ours did. Oh,
his.
Sunday.
his. Oh, yeah,
last
he's
Sunday.
behind us. Eh?
Changed last Sunday.
Sunday gone. I had two weeks of doing this show at like 9 p.m. instead of 10 p.m.
Uh-huh.
Sharon says, "Will we pick an Easter movie for this week?" I don't think so. I don't think so.
We're going to pick up.
The 10 Commandments.
What's going on?
You go pick Passion of the Christ.
I was just thinking, Passion of the Christ.
Yeah.
You want to? I think that's one that actually I like that one. That was a tearjerker.
Yeah.
And it was a true story as well.
That's right. So
Yeah, the true story that I hated the most was The Commitments. Oh, wait, that's not a true story?
yeah.
It seemed like it because you could even get the soundtrack and it was them.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
but
I still think it was a true story, but
it wasn't.
Mm.
Could have been, but it wasn't.
could have been. I don't think it was.
I'm rewatching Battlestar Galactica. Anybody else like the 2004 series?
Not the 2004. I don't think I've watched
I
it.
don't like the old one.
No, you don't like the old?
One in like 70s or 80s.
I was just telling
then.
the guys there before you came on. I've just finished watching Lost again. I started watching Lost. Just binged it. It's not when I first watched it, I thought like the later series it started to get like a bit complicated and stupid. But after watching it again, it all makes sense.
Oh, okay.
It's really good.
I never watched the last season.
And now this Friday, since it's Good Friday, I'm going to be off work, and I'm going to have 3 episodes of Falcon and Winter Soldier to watch. So
Okay.
Oh, that's awesome. I didn't watch last week, so I'll have 2.
Yeah, I watched it. I liked it.
And now I'll be able to get all these memes about the new Captain America because I've seen them all over. I don't know what's going on.
That dude's funny looking.
Yeah.
Look at that. Battlestar Galactica, the 2004 one, Aubyn. 8.6 on IMDb and 96% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Okay.
Starbuck.
Uh-huh.
Off. I find her sexy.
Let's see.
No, Todd, I can't bring her home with me.
I was trying.
Mhm.
And so I don't even. We'll have to figure out whose picks are for next week.
Oh yeah, okay. Let me get that for you guys. Because we're not having anyone on the show. Because
Aubyn, the one I sent you should be the top one of us and the top one of them, as far as
right. Because last week, it was me and Andrew.
Mm-hmm. So who's at the top of the list now?
It would be you and Shan, but because Cam is still on there and we haven't seen her, and then we have Sharon. She has 3 movies, and then Eddie G is behind her with 2.5.
Was Sharon on last week?
Was she on last week?
Still at 3 then. So it's me and whoever else is next out of us then.
Right.
So who's that?
Would be Todd.
Oh, it's a husband and wife combo.
Yeah.
And I have no idea what to pick. Whew. Okay, give me a second.
That's why I didn't know if you wanted to.
And then I just what I would do is I would just move like the people who've done it back down the list.
Yeah, I understand that. No, I have a counter thing going on, so that's why I didn't know if we were gonna have anyone come on the show this week. If I would have, then then they would have been in there. I have the whole list different now.
No, you should get people on. Go on. Do it.
Yeah, we can go ahead now. Todd, and throw the link out there for people.
Yeah.
Plus, it'll give me time to figure out what the hell I'm doing.
Do you want one of my picks? Have been so good this series.
Okay.
Good. This way I can have more time to select all of the winners here.
All right.
Sean,
So
I've had a great idea, Sean.
What's that?
Why don't between the two of us, why don't we pick the rest of the Matthew McConaughey movies?
I actually said yesterday. I said to Todd, I said I'm actually watching my favorite Matthew McConaughey movie, and he goes, "Oh, what's that?" And I said, "Reign of Fire." Remember the dragon one?
Yeah, I was thinking about that one. I seen like
it was good.
There's this YouTube channel where this guy goes, "What the f happened to?" And then it's like either like an actor or like a movie. And one of them was Reign of Fire, and I watched that video and I was like, "Oh God, I remember Reign of Fire." It actually had a lot of star power in it.
Yeah, Christian Bale, Gerard Butler.
Yeah,
it was, and it was still good. I watched it the other day. It was great. Okay, so I'll get my track up here too.
All right. Whoops. Somebody was here, and then they left. So for my pick, I'm gonna go with a movie that's on my list, and again, I'm reaching on this one, and I know that it won't be a major hit with some people because it's very confusing, and that's Memento.
Oh God Almighty!
Yep, it's been on my list, and I want to force people to watch it.
I've never actually seen it, or I did, and I hated it so much I blanked it out.
You blanked it out. Let me see. I'm gonna post. I'll share my screen here.
I do like Guy Pearce.
So I will share. Share my screen. Share. Tab. Memento. So this is gonna be my movie. 2000. Memento. Guy has short-term memory.
2000.
2000. 2000, and so
that's a great movie. Oops.
Yeah, you're good. It's confusing. So I've probably seen it 6 or 7 times. So every time I watch it, I understand it a little bit better. Kind of like watching The Wall. You're able to understand it a little bit better. But great movie. I loved it. So that's my movie, and I wanted to pick that because it's so different. It is so different, and that's why I want to go with that. And plus, it's been on my list, and it's bugging me that I haven't been able to pick it. So all right,
okay,
Miss Blue.
All right, okay.
All right, Blue, you got to pick your movie.
Okay, well, I'm going to completely offset your depressing movie.
It's not depressing.
Totally depressing. I'm going to offset
mystery and thriller.
I'm going to offset your depressing movie with City Slickers.
Oh yes,
Curly.
What a movie.
1991.
What a choice.
Yeah, City Slickers comedy. Yeah. So Billy Crystal, Chevy Chase is he in it? No.
It's
No.
what's his
John.
name? John Lovitz.
All right, Daniel Stern.
So at least the
Yeah.
first episode of season 3 is going to have one good movie.
Wait, both of the movies sound good.
Yeah,
Oh, Memento.
you know what? It's okay. You know what? So hey, everybody. So Sharon, what did you think of season 2? The movies that we watched this season, and what was your anything that jumped out at you jumped out at you?
It was a mix up. Some of the movies that we've seen were movies I hadn't seen before, like Bullet. Oh my goodness, that movie was like the way that movie began. Bullet. Oh, the other movie. It was a lot of movies I hadn't seen before that was new to me. It was a lot of movies like that held up, like we were talking about, like Jaws. Held up. To me, The Jerk held up. I know a lot of you guys felt like it didn't hold up. Even though the Blues Brothers looked so different, looking at it now, it still was very much a classic because of all the musical, all the guests and stuff that was throughout the movie.
Yeah.
Movies, very classic. And then a lot of the movies based on the true story, like Dark Waters was just so breathtaking. Palmer was another great movie. Justin Timberlake, to me, did a great job in it. Very shocking. The 50 Feet from Stardom was another great movie. It was just a lot of great movies in it. This season.
Yeah, we had a lot. To Beach, any movies that jump out in your head that were like, wow, that movie right there was.
I hadn't seen The Color Purple again in years, but probably haven't watched it in like 15 years. But watching it again, it's timeless. I mean, it's one of those movies. 20 years, 30 years from now, it'll still be a good movie. It's just a classic.
Yeah.
There was a lot into the mix, and one Little Andrew, since he can't type, he didn't get votes for the 13th man, 13th warrior, because he liked the fireworm and like the witch lady who was thrown around with bones. That was his favorite movie. And then he really funniest was District 9, because he liked the picture on the news when the guy was doggy style the prawn. So those were his 2 picks. That's Little Andrew. And his tuxedo didn't get out of the dry cleaners, so he was going to dress all up for the show. But yeah, those were his. Now he has to shave his goatee off.
Yeah, I know. He's got to try to keep up. But hey, Andrew, the big Andrew can grow a beard in about a day, so don't worry about it. Eddie, what thoughts on the movies this season? Any ones that jump out? You're still muted.
Okay, I'm still muted.
You're not now.
Yeah. Okay, this year it was good. Well, there's one I missed last week was District 9. I really liked that one. Mm-hmm. When I started to watch that, I had the idea, that they were talking about Soweto in South Africa. So after you get through it, it all came back. Another one I really loved was Palmer, 20 Feet from Stardom. And I think one that really affected me most was The Hate You Give.
Yeah.
That was, and like my worst one is Wonder Woman 84.
Yeah.
That one. Coming to America, well, I had a difference between, a toss-up between Coming to America or Wonder Woman 84. So it was Woman 84 just to save Eddie Murphy's ass.
Yeah.
It just shows you the sequels.
Yeah, the sequels. And they even made fun of that during it. But I don't know. To me, Coming to America wasn't good, but there was a couple places that saved it for me. The barbershop saved it for me. That to me, when he played those other characters, the only thing that saved me to absolutely hate it.
I think we got a high expectation for that movie.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
That's a lot of times with sequels. We all do that.
Yeah.
Roger, any movies that jump out in your head from this season too?
Well, what I wanted to say is I think the ratio of good movies to bad movies improved tenfold over the first season.
Yeah.
That's
And you know, Roger, that
Especially for
Todd's
my
going to take
picks.
credit for that because he's going to say, because I set the bar so high. That,
well, I think the credit goes to Andrew.
oh,
Yeah. Yeah,
I
because
really do.
because
he
he
was
picked
at
all
the
the bad
bottom.
ones in the first
yeah, he was pulling
Yeah.
us down.
Sorry, Andrew. Meanwhile, he kicked ass this season.
He did.
Yeah.
I liked
mean,
every one of Andrew's movies this year or season.
Andrew started the bar
Thank you.
high with that number 23, and it just was up from there.
Oh,
Anybody that watched
Couldn't go
season
much
1,
lower.
the number 23, which was one of Sharon's favorites, but
oh.
yeah, the rest of us couldn't stand it.
I don't think we watched anything worse than Child 44 this season.
Yeah,
It wasn't
yeah.
this season.
It wasn't.
No, that's
Child
what I'm saying.
44 was it. That you can think
Oh.
about it, Aubyn. Nobody even brought up Child 44 through the whole show until just now.
Right. But
Nobody
but,
brought it up until
but
Roger
I'm
brought it.
shocked that no one brought up, Fresh.
I did.
Yeah.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
sorry.
I
You
preferred
guys
the
you got me
worst movies.
labeled
That was-
as a dog killer, because I, picked that movie.
Todd told me, don't even watch it.
Yeah.
Don't even watch
No,
it.
I just hated it because that freaking Chucky kid.
Oh, actually,
Yeah, Chucky.
Jesus Christ.
Chucky
I was gonna
ruin
actually
it.
ask Sharon. Did Sharon, did you actually had you actually seen The Little Things before you picked it? Or
To check this out, not only
You
did
haven't
I
seen
see
it?
the movie, yes, I did. I saw the movie, but what made me pick the movie is that, like I was telling the butcher, we did a whole movie review, spoiler alert, on my show, and Ma Dib, everybody know who Ma Dib is.
Mhm.
He and another guy had told so many, and the butler had told the whole movie. I mean, they gave a complete spoiler alert on my show. They told every detail, even more details than we do on Player Pass. They had broke it down like you do, Andrew. That's how much they told of the movie. I had to put a banner like the butcher do. Spoiler alert going across my show. They had broke the show down so bad. So I was like, when I picked the movie, I said, don't watch my show from Thursday because they told the whole movie. So that's the only thing that made me go ahead and pick that movie.
Hey, Aubyn,
Yeah.
do we got our numbers?
I'm getting them slowly here.
Oh, okay. Well, I
have
didn't want to
put each thing there to.
I didn't want to be leaving you out.
No.
Because you need a woman in charge. We're able to multitask.
No, because I'm trying to put it up, and then I'm going to also post it so everyone will have the list. But
Yeah.
I'll pull out what everyone who won.
Hey, I've done that
Just
quite
give
a
me
few
minute,
times.
because we have a couple of ties.
Okay, all right. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of movies that we watched this year. I mean, the bad words, like I had said. I mean, to me, I cracked up on that. It was just so much that. But there, like The Hate You Give, again, was a movie that I had never heard of and watched it and really enjoyed it. With Glass Castles, which another one. There were so many of those movies, The Last Full Measure, which Aubyn suggested that I'd seen it. A lot of times we see what's trending and stuff when we're flipping through on Cody or something, and you're like, I'm not feeling that today. And then you watch it, you're like, oh, that was really good.
That's the problem with me, is making myself do it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just a matter of just saying, all right, I'm forced you to do it. And more times than not, they are pretty good.
That's
I
one of the
usually
best.
go back to stuff I've watched over and over again. I tend to do that because I know I liked it. So, which is bad.
That's one of the things I like about this show the most. It makes you watch movies that are outside your comfort zone.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah, like Aubyn's original one there, the one with the little kid in India or whatever.
Capital.
That one almost killed me.
Yeah, that was
That That almost
That
killed
was
me,
a
but it
really
was so good. But
yeah, that was a great movie. Even though you had to read the whole time,
Yeah.
that counted as reading a book because I had to read the whole movie.
Okay, you know what, George? I'm with you. Like In Bruges was a fantastic movie. I loved that movie. Colin Farrell, what's his name? Gleason there, the dad. Yeah, that's a good one. And I was a huge Colin Farrell fan because he was hot when he first came out. And then he made a lot of garbage. And then he made In Bruges. And I was like, "Ooh, hey, he's got his mojo back."
Maybe we should try to pick some Nicolas
Phone
Cage
booth.
movies.
Phone booth.
Okay.
We started picking some Nicolas Cage movies because he's got so many good ones.
Nicolas Cage.
Well,
He had some good ones.
Raising
I wanna watch that
Arizona,
new one, he said.
Yeah.
Raising Arizona. Moonstruck.
Moonstruck.
leaving Las Vegas. That's all of them.
That's
They're
all. of them,
leaving
pretty
Las
much.
Vegas.
Did anybody see the Nicolas Cage one?
Snake Eyes.
What's that, Eddie?
Which
Did
one?
Did anybody see the miniseries on with Nicolas Cage, the history of swear words?
No, you talked about that. I haven't watched that one.
Check it out.
Okay.
Anything could be a swear word. All right, so
Okay. Bring out the list right now.
I was uncomfortable. I was uncomfortable watching originally District 9 because them aliens look like cockroaches. I was wanting to get out some raid and step on them. So I got into watching. I was so uncomfortable watching District 9.
We
It
don't
was
have
making me itch.
cockroaches here, which is weird, I guess. Maybe just not where I live.
Oh
So we're-
man, in New Orleans they are so ginormous. Like you can go to a park or something, and yeah.
Andrew, do you have cockroaches in the UK?
Oh yeah.
We do, but I've not really. Very rarely I see any. Or I don't think I've seen any.
I lived in Florida for
Living
20
nice,
years,
clean
and we
place.
had 3-inch cockroaches that flew blue. You would have loved them.
Oh, Jesus.
Yes, in Florida, down south, yes.
Well, now some of those are
God,
not
they can fly.
cockroaches. Some of those are those they're called something. They're not palmados, but they
They're
live in the trees.
Palmetto bugs.
Yeah,
But they
palmetto
look
bug,
like a
that's what I meant.
cockroach. And
Mhm.
I'll think that's a little a quick story. So back in my younger days when we lived in a trailer, I was probably 18, 19 years old, and me and my ex and some friends were all in a living room, and we're all smoked up. So we're all, all giggly and, having a good time. And we lived in this old trailer that had like the wood paneling. So, wood paneling in those big palmetto bugs, you really couldn't see it because they almost like blended in with the wood paneling. So we're all laughing and joking. And one of those things flew and landed on my ex's lip, like almost like a cartoon. And she spazzed out and we all fell out laughing. And from then on, it was a running joke that anytime we saw a bug, we're like, you better watch your lip. That is looking for your lip. And I do think about that often, how it landed right on her lip. And it was one of them big boys.
Okay, guys, I have
right.
the results here. Okay. You guys ready for this?
We're ready.
Okay, we'll start with the first column there of the person.
Yep.
So for Andrew, Palmer was the winner for him.
Mm-hmm.
For me, it was Dark Water. For Blue, it was For the Color Purple. Ray had Ray for Eddie.
The beach.
The beach. Oh,
it would be. It would have been bad words.
It would have been. Yeah, it was bad words. I'm sorry, I didn't highlight it. That's what I was trying to rush to do. I'm sorry about that.
He had me under eye for Ironsides.
Yeah. Let me see. Cam. She wins with the Glass Castle for her. Uh, Professor Penn was Man on Fire. Roger was the jerk. Sharon wins with The Hate You Give. And Todd wins with Dallas Buyers Club.
And so that was the top movie for each of the people that had been on the panel that's been able to pick a movie.
Right. So now, do you want to go to 4?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is best musical.
Best musical. So now that was a tie.
Cool.
Believe it or not. And they were both for mine. The 20 Feet from Stardom and The Commitment.
All right.
For 5 was the funniest. Was the beach with bad words. Sorry.
Yeah.
6 was
Tearjerker.
a tearjerker with Palmer. 7 for recommended was a 3-way tie for Dark Waters, Welcome to Marwin, and Bad Words.
Cool.
Wow.
8 was Best Real Story. That winner was Dark Water. 9, Worst Real Story. Sorry to tell you, Todd, it's White Boy Rick. All the way across the board. 10 movies that held up. That was a 4-way tie with 2 apiece for Jaws, The Color Purple, what is that? Cool Hand Luke, and Dogma. All right, and
Movies that didn't hold up.
movies that didn't hold up was another tie, a 2-way tie between Bullet and Hancock. I'm shocked, right?
Yeah, there was a lot of people that didn't like that.
Yeah. And so we didn't really do a vote thing for decades.
Yeah.
I don't know what you want to, I just left that
Go
off.
3, go worst again.
Pardon?
Number 3, you do worst.
Okay, worst. That's number what? 3?
Yeah.
3, worst. Okay. Oh man, I'm sorry, Eddie. Bullet. And
the best. Number 2.
Best. Are you guys ready for this?
It's gonna be Palmer.
You got it, Palmer.
Yeah.
Andrew's the big winner.
All right. Yeah. Well, I'll accept that. I'll accept those results because most of those I had them marked on my categories. So I won't ask for a recount.
Todd
because
didn't win, but actually Todd won because he picked up.
Yeah.
I have them all in the right side. Pretty close.
Yeah. Todd also picked White Boy Rick and Wonder Woman 1984. So just going to put that out there.
I'll be glad when season 3 gets here, so I can wash my hands of Wonder Woman 84 and White Boy Rick. I'll be able to wash my hands of it. Okay. Now it'll be memento.
No.
What the heck was that about?
Yep.
Just Todd, like Andrew.
You're in mine and Aubyn's world now. We get.
Yep.
Yeah. We get Child 44.
You have your own Child 44
all the time. White Boy Rick's going to get mentioned and Wonder Woman's going to get mentioned for a long time.
Just like Andrew, Todd, you can rise from the ashes like a phoenix.
Like a phoenix.
See, and just know that not every Matthew McConaughey movie is good.
Well, no. Hey,
Gotta
when
pick
we
and choose.
voted on that one, actually, that was mostly liked. But again,
Like
you're
what I read?
talking the cream of movies, so you had to pick a bad one. I mean, we're looking at just these
I don't think I
blockbusters.
did.
So it's like, you got to pick a bad one in there.
Now, I don't want to. I don't know if you guys want to
Oh,
get
13th Warrior.
this straight for next season's award show, but I would like to be able to have a genre. But the problem with really trying to pick a genre for a movie is we would really have to come up with that genre, just one solid genre, not like it's going to be, drama, comedy, or it has to be one of it. And if we could come up with that for each movie, each week, that would be a great area for us to be able to vote on, because a lot of people want to know their horror movie, or because there are genres that we never picked. We didn't really pick, like a horror. Well, yeah, but I don't even think that A Quiet Place was listed on IMDb under horror. You know what I mean?
Wasn't Jaws a horror movie though?
Yeah, I guess it was.
That's scary.
I
was
think those are
scared.
both thrillers.
Yeah, they might be thrillers. You know what I'm
Monster
saying?
movies.
Fresh was a horror for me.
Oh man, Ironsides. I'm gonna take
Wonder
that bull out of
Woman
your
and
chair.
White Boy Rick were the worst horrors.
Oh my gosh, you guys are just terrible. Well, at least a
Actually,
few.
what about The Little Things? Was that not a horror? Or was that a thriller?
That was pretty bad. That was a thriller. It was supposed to be a thriller, and
There was nothing thrilling about that.
it just seemed to drag on.
Yeah.
But again,
Jared
there was
Leto
the-
couldn't even save it. And I love Denzel Washington.
I was thrilled when it finished.
Again,
Got that right.
I thought Denzel was awesome in a bad movie.
Yeah, that's true. He's always good. He's always
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
I actually, oh shit, that reminds me. I have a movie with him in it that I'm just going to choose at some point. But since Todd went all serious today, I thought I'd give
Serious.
it look forward to. Well, with Memento. I mean,
Yeah, Memento. I'm telling you, Memento. You better be paying attention.
Yeah, I haven't watched it in forever.
That movie is
Yeah.
backwards.
it's backwards.
Yeah.
And so I guess that's a hint for anybody that's not seen it. The movie actually plays backwards, and that is another unique thing about it. And so you have to think about this movie's going backwards.
Is that a what's his name? The same dude that made Tenet and Inception?
Christopher Nolan.
Is it a Christopher Nolan movie?
I don't know.
I don't know. I'll have to look. I don't know.
See who the director is.
Yeah, Memento is a movie, one of the movies you got to pay close attention to. If you miss it, then
There was a
like
movie.
you're saying, that's one
Christopher
of the movies
Nolan.
you gotta-
Yes.
It was Christopher Nolan. Yeah, he likes to fuck with your mind. That's like the worst movie, one of the worst, most disgusting movies. It's a great movie, but I found it so disturbing. Same concept, and the movie plays it in backwards order basically, and it was about a woman who was raped, but there was this. It's French, but the chick that was from, she was in The Matrix in the second and third ones. You know, the French lady. She was in it, and the guy she was married to was in like I think it was Ocean's 12 or whatever. But anyway, yeah, one of the most disturbing movies I've ever seen. But the concept is neat. The whole how they showed what led up to this thing by going backwards in it. But yeah, I think it's called Inconceivable.
I posted a link, so for anybody that wants to watch Memento free, you can watch it on IMDb, the website.
Oh, cool.
So I saw that it was a free thing. So that's a cool idea that if someone wants to watch it and they don't have some, you can watch it right on the IMDb website.
I have
it's
both
free.
those movies on my nuke. God, I already had Memento, believe it or not.
I know you got it for me. I know you did. So.
No, I'd already.
Also, if you have a Fire Stick, I think your IMDb app does come on that too. If you have an Amazon Fire
True.
Stick and stuff, yeah.
Really, that's cool.
Yeah, IMDb. That IMDb app is pretty good. I mean, it has some decent movies in there. So for people that don't want to do some other services for free movies, their selection is getting bigger.
If it's even there, it would even be on Plex too for free. Also,
Yeah, I
Maybe.
never
It
thought about
could
looking
be.
on Plex.
It really could be.
Could be.
Plex just added a bunch of new free TV channels as well.
Yeah, they did.
Right on. Hey, they got a new interface, eh? Today?
I
did.
I haven't turned it on, so I don't know.
Yeah, they have it. So, like, you know how before you'd have your home screen and you'd have, like, you know, stuff that you're watching, but it was always on one specific server. Now everything that you're watching on anybody's server, all your friends' servers and stuff, are all in that one.
Wow, I like that even better.
Yeah, because then you're like, oh, what server was that on?
Yeah,
again?
yeah. Especially if you got multiple servers, you're like, oh, yeah, exactly. You're like, whose server was that on?
There was like 4 or 5 things they changed in this update.
Okay, well, good.
I've had a problem with it. It was you know, when it's showing you the actors that are in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
It shows the list of them going across, but then it continues the list twice.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I gotta try to figure out why the heck it's doing that.
That's not happening on mine.
No,
so that's got to be something on your end.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen that on mine either.
Okay. All right. What I wish it would do would allow you to, you know, when you click on an actor there, let you see all the other movies that you have that actor in.
It does, doesn't it?
Only if you're doing it on the web. But I'm talking about on using, you know, another device. Yes, using the app. I wish it would.
I wish it would let me copy when I click on an actor's name. Like if I want to take that actor's name and throw it in IMDb, it will not let you copy it.
Oh.
No.
I love IMDb. I use it all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, I can't even test it on there because that's on Chrome.
Okay, I'm gonna put the ballot out there. I'm gonna put the winners list out on
Telegram.
On Telegram, yeah. I'm just trying to find that.
Oh yeah, on the app here on my phone.
Yeah.
If I click, I can't even click on the cast.
Right.
Oh, and it shows them twice.
Oh, it is showing it twice there. Okay.
Or 3
So
times.
it's not just me. Okay. All right. Okay, Rod, you sure it's not doing on yours?
I'm going to check it right now.
Okay.
On my phone, it's doing that.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it's doing it on my
Doing it on the Fire Stick?
no, on my Shield.
Oh.
Oh, hey, I probably need to check for an updates on my Shield because it won't come through until I click the check for updates. Because remember, I got updates turned off. So, all right, so we're going to go ahead and roll out of here because we're at hour and 40 minutes. So, Roger, thanks for joining us. Anything you want to say before we go?
I thought this season was awesome and can't wait for the next one. And awesome. on PC, it has not given me doubles on Plex.
Okay. Right. On my server on the PC, it doesn't neither. But when I'm using it off of a device like my Shield, it's doubled.
It is doubled on my fire stuff too.
Okay. All right. Okie dokie. So it's not just me.
Eddie, anything you want to say before we go?
Yeah, great season 2. It was better than season 1. Let's hope we get even a better season 3.
Awesome. Nice. Miss Blue?
Mm-hmm.
Anything you want to say before we go?
I'm good. Thanks, all.
All right. Sharon?
Thanks for having me. Another great season, and look forward to season 3. Great season 1, season 2. And look forward to Streaming Matters on Friday.
Awesome. Yeah, agreed. The beach.
Was fun. Jumping on. Actually, some people liked the movies I picked, so I can retire without Andrew hating any of my picks, and retire undefeated. So there you go.
Yeah, everybody. But that Bad Words did really well. Andrew,
wait till my next pick.
Well, I could gloat about how good I did this season, but I'm worried if I do that, it might backfire in the next season. So I'm looking forward to next week. I'm looking forward to the husband-wife battle next week, and I can't wait to see Shan totally destroy Todd.
Aubyn.
I want to thank everybody. This show was great. I have a blast, like all you guys know. Thanks for having me. It's just so much fun, and I love seeing you guys every week. You're family to me. All right, guys.
Andrew.
Okay.
Andrew.
I just wanted to. I forgot. Yeah, I just wanted to say thank you to Aubyn for putting together the big list of all the movies and taking the time to put that together.
That was all
I
Blue,
would
really.
not have the patience for it.
I just had to, straighten it up because I'm a nut.
No, it's you. We're not giving Blue any more credit than you're sure he gets.
I give
It's
Blue
you.
credit. I give Blue credit every day for forcing me to use Plex. Okay, every day. I promise her that.
No,
Yeah, I
he's got the
still
biggest
love
Plex
Plex.
library in the world.
Well, I had to turn my notifications off on my phone because Aubyn's Plex library was updated so often it was like pinging all day long.
So, all right. Well, so thanks to everyone that watches the show. I know we don't get thousands and thousands of views, but that's not what it's about. It's about watching movies, talk about movies, laugh, hate on a movie, love on a movie, watch a movie that's out of your comfort zone. And to be honest, there's a lot of times that it is a struggle to force myself to sit down and watch some of these movies, but it's nice to find that hidden gem and say, I really enjoyed that movie. I would have never watched that movie. So I do enjoy that aspect of this show, and the aspect of that we're able to bring people on to the show and come on, Roger, Eddie, the Beach, Sharon. Well, Sharon's got her shows on during the day, so she's comfortable with it. But Aubyn, different people that's never been on YouTube, but come on here each week to share their thoughts and ideas on stuff. That's what this show's about, and I enjoy that. And I want to thank everyone that's on the panel and the people that watch and tolerate us all week. And again, thanks you guys for watching these movies and entertaining us. So that's all I've got. Sharon, do you have a show tomorrow morning? Or is it
a show tomorrow
Friday?
afternoon? We should have one tomorrow
Piece of
afternoon.
Eight?
Then we have one Friday morning.
Okay,
Tomorrow
so Pieces of
afternoon.
Eight.
Pardon me?
Pieces of Eight tomorrow afternoon?
Yeah, the Pieces of Eight tomorrow afternoon at 5. I mean at 6.
Okay.
Between 5:30 and 6, we have the Pieces of Eight mental health show, and then
That's
tomorrow,
6
Friday,
EST? Eastern Standard Time?
yes, Eastern Standard Time, and then on Friday morning we had a MS7 morning show.
Yep. So 2 good things to watch. So check those out. And,
Friday morning, I'm in. Good Friday. No work.
Wow.
Oh yeah, Good Friday, yes.
So, all right. Thanks for everyone watching, and we'll see you Friday. We'll see what's going on.